Alabama and Nick Saban. This is a dynasty, what he's created in Tuscaloosa in the Alabama program that makes them the bar in college football.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back with another video. So the ESPN computers done pick which teams have the best chance at running the table in 2022. So hey, let's just jump right on to it and get to these teams. So they got Ohio State with a 32.5% of going undefeated. They got Georgia at 20% going undefeated. They got Alabama at number 3 going with 16.4% to go undefeated, and they got Clemson at 15% to go undefeated. Like I said before, I don't know why they got Clemson in there. I don't feel like Clemson posed no threat to the playoffs like they used to anyway. Last season, they was a mess. Unless they made some drastic changes, they will not be in the playoff, and they definitely won't go undefeated, even though the ACC is a cakewalk. So Clemson, in my opinion, is out of the damn running. I feel like either Miami or Notre Dame will come out of the ACC, and neither will be undefeated. Whoever come out the ACC will have at least one loss. That's a fact. Now, Ohio State, I can see them going undefeated. The Big Ten, you know, those schools over there, they really pose no threat to Ohio State. Yeah, Michigan finally beat them last season, but I don't think it'll happen this season, especially not with C.J. Stroud at quarterback. But if Michigan do happen to beat them once again, I just feel like Ohio State will still come out of the Big Ten. But who else could be a threat to Ohio State? I mean, Penn State is no threat. Michigan State is no threat. Rutgers, no. Minnesota, no. Purdue, last season, Purdue knocked off some pretty highly ranked teams. Number 3, number 4 team. I mean, they did their thing, but hey, I don't feel like they pose a threat to come out of the Big Ten. Illinois, no. Wisconsin, they used to have some pretty good teams, but they done fell off. We know Indiana ain't gonna do nothing. Michigan, that's the only team I see that can knock Ohio State off. Nobody else. Michigan State can't do it. So Michigan is the only chance of stopping Ohio State from coming out of the Big Ten. And I don't think that they can do it. Iowa, no, I don't think they can stop them. Nebraska, no, and definitely not Northwestern. So I got Ohio State coming out of the Big Ten, but I think they'll have one loss. Alabama, they got 16.4% chance coming in at number 3. At number 3, will they be undefeated heading into the playoff? I don't think so. I mean, I know to me, Clemson and Ohio State will have the easiest path. Well, not really. They'll have an easy path coming into the playoff, but I don't think they will have the easiest. I think Alabama will have the hardest path to the playoff, but I feel like they will be in the playoffs. I think I'm not saying this because I'm an Alabama fan, but I think Alabama will go in the playoff undefeated, even though they got the hardest schedule out of all 4 of these teams. Because, you know, Alabama, they got to play Texas. They got to play Texas A&M. They got to play Ole Miss, LSU, freaking, who else? Auburn. So we do have a tough road ahead of us. So also got to play Tennessee. Also got to play Arkansas. So we'll have a tough road as far as the SEC, but it ain't nothing that Alabama ain't never had to go through. So I'm gonna expect them going to the playoff at 12-0. So now this is my personal opinion. Don't get all up in arms. I feel like Georgia got the easiest schedule to get in the playoff. Because the SEC East is one of the easiest divisions in Power 5 football. Because you know Vanderbilt ain't finna beat nobody. You know South Carolina ain't really a threat. You know, I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's just easy. Missouri is not a threat anymore. Okay, you do have Florida. I don't expect Florida to beat Georgia this season. You got Tennessee. I think Tennessee can hang with them this season because Tennessee is a much improved football team. I think they were 7-6 last year, but I think they'll be better than 7-6 this season. Especially Hendon Hooker, he's coming back. So Tillman, he's coming back. So I think their offense can be explosive. You got Kentucky, Bob Stoops. Hey, he got them guys playing some pretty good football. He done improved that program a lot. Plus, you know, they got to play Oregon out of the Pac-12. So I already picked Oregon to beat them. I know Georgia have an easy path coming out of the East. But guess what? I feel like Georgia done lost too daggone much. They lost too much last season. I'm telling you, 15 guys, man. And half the damn defense. So, plus they lost guys to the transfer portal. I just feel like they lost too much to win the East, even though it's an easy division. So, I don't expect Georgia to make the playoff this year. I could be wrong. But right now, I don't expect for them to make the playoff. Now, when the season starts, my mind might change. My mind could change after the first 2 or 3 games. We just have to wait and see. But I'm just talking right now. I don't see them making the playoff. So we can check Georgia off the list. I think we can check Clemson off the list. So I got Alabama and Ohio State still getting into the playoff. So, but the other two, I just don't see it right now. But like I say, my mind might change 2 or 3 games into the season. It's going to take more than 1 game. So, as far as the ACC, like I said, I think it's going to be either Miami or Notre Dame. The SEC East, I actually think it could be Tennessee or Kentucky. Either one. Now, hey, with Billy Napier, Florida might be a surprise. They might surprise everyone. You know, my thing is I don't, you know, a first-year head coach at a new school, you know, I just don't feel like, you know, they can take the team to the playoff in their first year. But Florida might surprise everybody and wind up in the damn SEC championship. I don't know. But, you know, I don't think they will. Like I say, Tennessee and Kentucky is the 2 teams. One of those 2 teams I'm picking to come out the daggone East. So don't jump on me because I'm not picking Georgia to come out the East. Okay, who can be a threat to Alabama? I already picked Ole Miss to be a damn sleeper in the West. So you know Texas A&M beat Alabama last season, but I don't expect them to do it this season. Tennessee, I don't think they got enough to hang with Alabama. I think Alabama got too much for everybody this season. But that remains to be seen. So it is what it is. But anyway, the ESPN computers and the daggone power index got Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, and Clemson with the best chances of going undefeated this season. So, well, we about what, 82 days, 80 days or something like that away to the first game. So we ain't got too much longer to find out. So with that being said, roll damn tide.